You know we love telling you what rich celebrities are ordering on Postmates, but Lizzo might just have the most expensive single order of all time and she didn't even get to eat it. What is up you guys, it's Susan Morad here with Clevver News, and Lizzo's quick Twitter fingers are coming back to haunt her. It all started back in September when Lizzo stopped in Boston while on the road for her 'Cause I Love You Too tour. She fully sang her heart out in Boston and got her twerk on. She captioned a Twitter video of her twerking with "poor connection." But that poor connection might have gotten her into a little bit of trouble. When she went to order Postmates, she apparently never got her order. In a now deleted tweet, she said, "Hey Postmates, this girl Tiffany W stole my food. She lucky I don't find no more." And from that very moment, lines were drawn and sides were taken. It was Lizzo versus Tiffany W, and now Tiffany is going in for the kill. Well, not literally, of course. Legally. The Postmates driver, now known as Tiffany Wells, is suing Lizzo for libel, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and false light invasion of privacy. So let's break down these charges for you. Libel is a published false statement that damages a person's reputation intentionally or not. There's discussion about the published part of this claim. Since Lizzo just put the statement up on Twitter, there was discourse going around that a tweet doesn't constitute as published. But there have been plenty of libel cases that have occurred on Twitter before, so there's precedent enough for a judge to deem that this was against the law. The other part of that, though, is that saying somebody stole her food might not be enough for a judge to say that their character is defamed. Though considering Lizzo has over 1 million followers on Twitter and that a lot of news sources picked up this story when it first happened, there could possibly be a case that Tiffany W's name has been negatively impacted by this. The second charge, intentional infliction of emotional distress, might be the hardest to prove that Lizzo is guilty of. The burden of the court on this one is to prove that Lizzo intentionally tried to hurt this woman and negatively impacted her life. Truthfully, I don't think that Lizzo meant anything serious by her tweet or intentionally tried to do anything of that nature. Lizzo probably hadn't appreciated the fact that tweeting things out like this could have serious consequences with her platform. And finally, the last charge against Lizzo is false light invasion of privacy. Lizzo tweeting out her photo along with part of her name is likely to be an invasion of this woman's privacy. Saying that she stole her food also warrants the claims that Lizzo painted her in a false light. However, Tiffany should have to prove that Lizzo knew that she didn't steal her food, but she did it anyway. But the lawsuit argues that that shouldn't matter. It says Lizzo lacked reasonable grounds for any belief in the truth of her statements and acted negligently in failing to determine the true facts. Meaning, Lizzo should have made sure the girl actually stole her food before she said that she did it. It continued on by saying, Lizzo acted with actual malice and reckless disregard for the truth when she tweeted the false statements. At the time of the incident, Lizzo said that she was sure that the woman stole her food. She tweeted at a fan and said, "The front desk told me she walked in, clocked it as delivered, then walked out with food in hand. Her phone never rang, Postmates couldn't contact her either. She clearly knew what she was doing and I just don't want someone else to get their stole too." But according to a source close to the Postmates driver, Tiffany did try to contact Lizzo, who didn't leave her a hotel room number to deliver to, so she was unable to get through concierge. They said that she waited 10 minutes in the lobby per the Postmates protocol before moving on to the next call. And Postmates backed up their driver's claims, saying she did exactly what she should have. According to the lawsuit, quote, "As a direct result of Lizzo's actions, plaintiff Tiffany W has suffered and continues to suffer substantial damage and loss, including but not limited to the loss of future earnings, pain and suffering, emotional distress and trauma, fear of physical safety, insult, anguish, stress and anxiety, public ridicule, humiliation, indignity, damage and injury to her personal and professional reputation, and other incidental and consequential damages and expenses." In the aftermath of the initial tweet in September, there was a lot of backlash both against Lizzo and Tiffany. It appears that Lizzo stans did publicly humiliate this woman online, and she claims that she has feared for her life since the actual incident. The lawsuit also claims that Lizzo knew or should have known that her false and defamatory statements would be republished over and over by third parties. It's easier to understand that Lizzo probably didn't think that this was going to be such a big deal at the time, and I think she probably assumed that her tweet would prompt Postmates to message her and ask her what they could do to rectify the issue. Honestly, we don't think she would have ever thought that people would actually go after this woman or even a lawsuit would be brought against her as a result. But don't worry you guys, she won't be getting any jail time regardless of if she's found guilty of one or all of the charges. This is a civil case between two people, so jail time will not be something that's ever on the table. After all the dust settled back in September, Lizzo tweeted, "I apologize for putting that girl on blast. I understand I have a large following and that there were so many variables that could have put her in danger. I'm really being more responsible with my use of social media and check my petty and my pride at the door." This is only the very beginning of the case, so from here on in, we'll have to see what happens going forward. But right now, you guys, I want to hear what you think. Do you think this was just an unfortunate mistake, and are you hoping that all of this gets settled soon? Get to talking in the comment section below. And while you're down there leaving comments, you guys, it's Monday. It's like the perfect day to catch up on subscribing to Clevver News. If you haven't before, hit that subscribe button right there, and also hit the bell to be notified the second we post a new Clevver News update. After that, catch up on all the news you missed right over here. I'm Susan Morad. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you later.